Good afternoon. It is Friday, so I am picking up the camera and starting the weekend vlog. So I'm actually in my office. I just finished cleaning up for the day. I've got my tripod here because I have been working. It's a little dark here, but I've been working on one of these chunky hand knitted blankets. So using your actual hands, no tools or anything to make this, but I really wanted to have one of these for Christmas, and the lighting doesn't catch this quite right, but it's a really pretty, this color is called Rich Burgundy, but it's a nice red for Christmas. It's not too bright and not too muddy brown. So I started this last night, if you can believe it or not, and this is the first time I've ever made one of these, and I love it. It's so calming. It's also really fun to just make something. I did do some crocheting, I think middle school, and so I kind of have those rhythms. I guess they're coming back out with like where to pull the loop through, but yeah, I'm gonna set you guys up on the tripod over here, and I'm going to work on my blanket. All finished with that bundle of yarn, and I'm so happy with how this looks, and it goes by so, like, making it goes so quickly. I think that I maybe made the beginning chain a little tight, but lessons learned for next time. But it's kind of one of those blankets where you can pull it apart and kind of mess with it a little bit because it's not super tight knit. But super happy with this, and what I need to do now is head over to my sister's house because they had 3 bundles of this yarn that I was able to get, but I need at least 2 more, and there was another store that was willing to do like a same-day delivery, but not to my house. My sister lives about 15 minutes away from me, so I delivered it there, so I need to go pick it up and say hi to her. So that's where I'm headed now. All right, I'm back at the house, and John is finishing up the last few dishes. We were working on cleaning the kitchen together, so it's all set for the weekend. We are ordering in some food tonight because neither of us feel like coming up with an idea for dinner. So ordering in some food. I got the yarn from my sister's house, so I'm gonna continue to work on my blanket tonight. And tomorrow we are heading over to my parents to celebrate my dad's birthday, which will be coming up, I think it's Monday is the actual birthday, but we're gonna celebrate that, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It is, I think it's almost 8 o'clock. It is a very cold morning. It was around 40 degrees when I first woke up. So I've got our fire going. I lit some candles, and I'm making myself my cup of hot chocolate to just kind of sit and relax. So if you hear the microwave go off in a couple seconds, that's what it is. But I did want to show you. This is just a little pumpkin candle that I've been burning for a while, and every now and then I'll burn it and it doesn't burn evenly, so you can tell it's really just burning on this side. So I saw this hack on TikTok, and I'm gonna have to put the camera down, but I'll show you what it is and how it helps. So I know it doesn't look cute for a while, but I keep this same piece of tin foil just in like my candle cabinet, so I keep it away most of the time. But you just wrap it around your candle, kind of angle the top in a little bit, and then it's mimicking the candle toppers that you can buy at like Yankee and Bath and Body. And I don't know exactly how they work. I'm imagining that it just keeps the heat in the candle for a little bit longer before it releases so that the wax melts more evenly. So I know it's not pretty, but I usually will just put this on for a few minutes. Like I'm gonna go shower, and by the time I get back it'll probably be a bit better, but this helps prevent the wax from burning out your wicks. So there's a quick TikTok hack for you. So I'm here in my basement because my craft room isn't set up for wrapping yet. I need to find a table, hopefully before Christmas season this year, because I'd love to be able to just wrap gifts up there and have everything. But right now I have this little bench, which is where my camera is sitting on, that we used to use in our condo for storing all of our wrapping supplies because it actually holds the tubes of wrapping paper. But I am here with my dad's gift. It has this sticker on it, and I have my hair dryer. So here's another hack for you. I shared this one on Instagram before. I love sharing all these little things, but what I'm gonna do is I'm going to plug this in, heat up the sticker a little bit. I'm covering up my address, and this will take it off without ripping the box, which is pretty sweet because every now and then Amazon will send me a gift without any outside packaging, which is great to save the environment. But if you're giving it as a gift and it has this big label on it, that's not very nice presentation. So let's heat up the sticker. Okay, here we go. If it needs more heat, you can turn your hairdryer back on. Super clean, so easy, and now this box can be wrapped. There's actually one on the bottom that I'm also gonna do too, but you really wouldn't know. I mean, it's maybe a little bit tacky, but the adhesive just heats up, and that's why it peels off. So you can use that for a holiday hack if needed. So I like pattern wrapping paper, but one of my favorite things to use is craft paper, and I actually just bought a whole nother roll from Walmart for the season. I like that it goes with everything. Like we got this ribbon at Costco that would match it. You can put some gift trim on there and then wrap like a little fake pine cone or a sprig of holly or mistletoe in there. I find it to be really fun for Christmas, and then it goes with all of the pretty gift tags that they always sell in the store but may not go with the patterned wrapping paper. I don't always do this just for Christmas. I add in other patterns, but this one is my favorite to just get creative with. So that's what I'm using to wrap today. I think this is gonna go a lot better if I bring this upstairs, so we shall continue on the kitchen table. Great, so this is all done. I love how it turned out, and I really like this ribbon from Costco. And I didn't realize it when I was cutting it, but it has a little bit of wire on the edges, so I was able to take the ends of the ribbon and curl them just around my finger and curl them up a little bit. But I think this looks so pretty. Not super pretty because it's for my dad, but I think it looks very nice. So can't wait to use this for Christmas. And I definitely cut too much, or I pulled out too much ribbon from the spool here. But what I'll do is I'll either, this one's probably long enough to do like a small little package, but sometimes if I just have all these extra little ribbon, I'll take this jar here or other jars I have around the house, and I'll just take all my ribbon scraps and I'll either curl them up or just kind of throw them in there loosey-goosey. But I'll kind of just put a bunch in there or have them spilling out, and it's kind of just like a fun filler, or I'll tuck them in little places. I love decorating the hutch with all kinds of things, so that's what I'll do with those. And I think we're about ready to pack up the car, go run our errands. I'm gonna get my dad a Home Depot gift card. I didn't even tell you what I got him, so put it in the description box below, but I got him this picture hanging tool, which is really nice. It has like all these different gadgets that allow you to hang pictures evenly on the wall and space them out and level them, and he loves little gadgets like that. So that's what I got him off of Amazon, and I'm gonna get him a Home Depot gift card to go with it. Before we head out, I want to show you the candle. So looks much better. This side will burn down a little bit, but we actually have to blow this out so we can go, but this works, I promise.
Hey, we saw the massive drips.
That's a big fat no. Close the door. Close the door. Look at the water coming off. Hello. Oh my goodness. Yes. Happy early birthday, Dad.
Thanks for coming.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Steven.
Hey, we're bad at football.
Hi, Lauren. John's pants are wet.
I gotta get my
Time to party.
animal.
I need to put my mask on. John's got wine. Cheers.
Lights off football, like all day. And we don't know what to do with it now because Halloween is the only place for it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Oh my gosh, please do not put that on the internet.
Oh, we are. Happy birthday, Dad. Yay.
We need to practice. Mom, it's your son.
Look.
He threw us off key.
Sparkle that comes from just being you.
No, look at the front. Dad, press it again and look at the front. It like lights up.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Ah, heat lamp. Wow.
So excited.
Keep the food hot. Look at that.
We're just turning into the Golden Corral.
Wow. Happy birthday.
Look, it doesn't make no
I'll take a picture of it. We are back home now. The outdoor socially distanced birthday party was lots of fun, and just a really beautiful day. We've had some really great weather to be able to hang outside the past few weekends, so because we are not comfortable hanging out inside together, and it's just uncomfortable to have your mask on all the time inside. We definitely are able to space out and take our mask off to eat outside, and just safer for all of us to do that. So anyways, I am home. We are home, like I said, and I'm getting ready to make some homemade egg noodles because I'm thinking we're gonna do beef noodle soup for dinner, and this is one of my grandma's fan favorite recipes, so I will show you what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna use the KitchenAid pasta maker to make sure that these are even, and I'll get out my pasta drying tower to dry them out real quick. So I don't think that I claimed that this would be a clean and easy process, as evidenced by my flour counter and noodles everywhere, and probably definitely flour on the bottom of my shirt because I don't know why, but I didn't put an apron on before I began. So here comes the iMovie magic of cleanup. Well, my soup didn't turn out quite how I wanted it to. The noodles are excellent. The part that went wrong was the meat, and when I took it out of the package, I knew it wasn't expired, or at least the package said it wasn't expired, but something just felt off, and I was convincing myself, you know, that it was all in my head and it was perfectly fine, the color looked fine, but I roasted it, and when I took it out, it still just, it had a funny smell, so I didn't want to chance it. So I went ahead and made noodles in beef broth. So we have a beef noodle soup without the beef, I guess. So I just added in some cheese and crackers, but the noodles are going to be super yummy. It's really hot. And I actually had a few leftovers, so I might make those tomorrow with like a little pasta sauce or something, so that would be good. But I think that's it for tonight. I'm gonna sit down and enjoy this, probably work on my blanket some more, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good afternoon. It is Sunday, and John and I both slept in quite a bit today, so we are getting up and moving. We've been up for several hours now, but a little bit later than we had planned. So I've made the bed, getting things kind of reset for the week, doing some laundry. I just put a scent in my diffuser, which is running if you hear that little hum in the background. But this is the confectionery scent from Magic Candle Company. I have 4 of these. My brother gave them to me last year, and they smell like scents from Disney parks and resorts, and I just love them. I think that they're really fun, and they kind of bring back those memories of being at Disney, especially since we can't be there right now. So let me show you which ones I have. So this is the one on the left. This one is what I have in the diffuser right now. This one is churro, which has a vanilla cinnamon scent. Definitely smells like a churro. This one's called Banshee Flight. It smells just like Flight of Passage if you've ever been on that ride in Animal Kingdom. And this one is Flying Over Orange Groves. On the old version of Soarin' in Epcot, he used to fly over orange groves, I believe, in Florida. And it was not too bright of a scent, but it had that sweet citrus combo. So These two are my favorite. This one is really fun. If I have a diffuser in the kitchen. And then this one is really sweet and bright, so I just felt like putting that one in today. I also have like real essential oils back here, just some citrusy scents, but I love putting these fragrance ones in on my little stand from Michaels. But that's what I am diffusing, and I have to work on a presentation today for work tomorrow. I'm working on my blankets still, and then I want to pull out some Christmas decorations and see how all of my recent purchases for Christmas are going to vibe with some of the older things that I have. So time to get moving with Sunday. So I'm bringing you into my very messy craft room, or going to be craft room, because I'm going to tidy this up. My hope is that I can find a table for in here before next month so that I can do wrapping. I think I mentioned this yesterday, so that I can do all kinds of wrapping in here and have a nice place to sit and just do Christmassy crafts and things. So here's the craft room. Please don't judge. Things just kind of came in here when we were moving in, and they just landed in all kinds of places. So this is where I was storing all of my craft supplies in our condo. This closet just blew up because I was hunting for something and was just going crazy trying to find it. Like you can see, all kinds of things have just landed here, and I really just want to get it cleaned up so that I can start to see the vision of what I want this room to be. The lighting keeps changing, but I'm going to set you up on the tripod and let's get cleaning. Okay, well that didn't take as long as I anticipated, and I had to draw the little pull down shades because the lighting was off for the time lapse. But let me give you a nice little tour of the clean craft room, and we're eventually gonna take this off the door and probably give it to a friend. But here we go. So this is a nice little built-in space. I probably won't work here too often just because there's not a whole lot of depth to the desk, but it's really nice to have to put a few things on. I've got this cute little lamp. In fact, the tag is still on it. My mom gave it to me. We found it at Home Goods. It's like a little vintage bird. I'll cut the tag off when I'm done. But I've got like this little carousel of all my pens and markers. Just have an apple here, Post-it notes, paper clips. I did go ahead and put out my few Christmas things that I got from Hobby Lobby a while ago. I bought this at Home Goods. I'm not sure if I'm keeping it or not. It's a little push pin board. I thought it'd be fun to post ideas and things up there, but I originally wanted it for this space, and I hadn't measured it when I found it. It's clearly too small. And I put these little Home Goods finds out. Oh, sorry, these weren't Home Goods. These are Hobby Lobby. But I like the pom-poms, very crafty. It's my little trash bin. View of our porch, not quite as pretty as it was a few weeks ago. And in the closet, not a whole lot happening here. Extra wallpaper, some paint swatches. This is all of our like wedding keepsakes in that little box. I have my paper cutter here, which will eventually go on my table. And then, oh, that is just a little drawer, plastic drawer of vinyl and paper, cardstock, all kinds of things. So luckily, this closet's really empty and we can use it for all kinds of things eventually when we need to find more space. But there's this little window here. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put that yet, but it's so fun. And my mom and I found that at a vintage shop. So I can't wait to find the perfect spot for that. And this is my little, I don't even know what to call it. So I originally bought this when I was in college. When I had an apartment, I put my TV on it, but when we were in the condo, it was, you know, my storage area in the loft. So I don't know exactly what you want to call this, but it's storage. I think what I want to do is just paint over the design. I originally got it at Home Goods, but the design I'm just not as much of a fan of anymore, so I might do a chalk paint and have some fun with that. But right now, it's just kind of holding some miscellaneous things. My Cricut's on here. I've got a couple of tools. These drawers aren't anything exciting. I just have miscellaneous craft things in the first one. And then in here, kind of the same deal. I have a bookbinding machine. I originally bought that really for school, but I have all these different coils to make books. I have my laminator. Again, I originally bought it for school, but it will continue to serve me well. And just a bag of miscellaneous stickers and scrapbooking things. I don't really scrapbook, but I think I purchased those. Ooh, I might have to change that. It's not fitting well. Just saying, it's a miscellaneous bag of stickers and scrapbook paper from college. And then I have a document box here of all of my pretty cardstock and different kinds of papers for my Cricut. So that's it. That's my craft room right now. It's pretty empty, not a whole lot going on, but eventually it will be well organized, and I don't know if it'll be Pinterest perfect, but it will be Pinterest inspired for sure, because there are some great pins that I have on a board for beautiful craft rooms. So I can't wait to come up with some cool ideas, and I might sit in here just for a little bit and think about some of those and scroll through those pins on my phone. So I'm gonna do that before I move on to the next thing. So I'm almost done with my blanket. I just finished using about 1.5 bundles of yarn, and here is the progress from the time lapse that I showed you, what is it, yesterday, Friday? I can't even remember now. But it's really coming along, and I picked it up and brought it to the couch just to kind of test out the size. So I think I'm just gonna keep going until I feel like it's good. It's definitely a heavier blanket, super cozy for cold winter months. There's my Michael's pickup bag. I took the yarn out and I was so excited to get started. So that is coming along nicely, and I'm working on that project. John just wrapped up his project, or one of his projects for Sunday. He was working on the mulch bed outside earlier this morning before it got a little rainy and windy. So he put together, it's my sock, put together his new office chair. Ooh. Which looks
pretty comfy.
It looks really good.
I think so.
Be much better than the kitchen chair.
Definitely. So wasn't too bad. Took like 10 minutes max. So
Looks good. I have peanut butter crackers, a little snack. I need to put a coaster under that glass. But I'm gonna relax for a little bit. John's got football on too. And we're gonna have roast beef for dinner, which we haven't had in quite a while. So I'll probably get that out and get that going soon because it's pretty big. So it'll take a while to roast in the oven. And then I'm gonna make Ray Drummond's mashed potatoes, which have cream cheese, butter, I think half and half for cream. And then you put them in a casserole dish and the top gets all nice and brown and crispy, which is quite good. So I think we're gonna have that for dinner, which will be nice for this cold, windy Sunday. And that's what's going on. We both just looked at each other and thought it was the wind, which has been really loud, but it is a very heavy rain. Potatoes are boiling. I think instead of putting them in the oven like the recipe is supposed to, we'll probably just eat them as normal mashed potatoes. But then I probably made enough to do leftovers tomorrow. So this is the recipe book that these are from. It's Ree Drummond's. I think this is her very first cookbook, I believe. And I'll put the recipe below, but that's what I am using. And we're getting really hungry. It's getting close to dinner time, so we'll show you once it's all plated up. Well, clearly I am not in the kitchen and I'm not showing you our kitchen table with our food on it because dinner didn't turn out quite how I wanted and I was really disappointed. But the roast was really thick, and so it was hard to just kind of gauge the temperature and how long it should be in the oven. And even though we have a meat thermometer, between the time I had checked it and then pulled it out of the oven, it cooked way quicker or faster than I thought it would. So it was a little bit more done, and then I made it a little bit tougher, and then I made some gravy, and then the gravy got a little clumpy, but the mashed potatoes were excellent. So I will leave that recipe in the description box down below because they are really good. So between tonight and last night, I'm not doing so well in the kitchen, so I might have to just make something I'm really comfortable with tomorrow night and redeem myself, but it happens, and I know that. I'm going to go wash my face, probably put a nice face mask on, and relax a little bit, finish up a movie we had started a couple nights ago, and just close out Sunday relaxing. So that is it for the weekend vlog. Thank you so much for following along. I hope you had some fun watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!